everyone, good evening. My name is Molly Murphy and I'm the Executive Director of Equine-Assisted Therapies of South Florida. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. I am here tonight with my MC partner extraordinaire, Keith Marcassani. Equine-Assisted Therapies of South Florida is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing therapeutic riding and equine-assisted activities to children and adults with special needs so that they may improve physically, mentally, and emotionally. And this year we are celebrating our 40th year of service. So to all of you tuning in tonight, thank you for your support, and to all of the many helping hands over the course of these 40 years, we thank you. Keith,
thank
welcome.
you, Molly. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Just want to say thank you for joining us. My name is Keith Marcassani. I am the outgoing board chair. I've had the privilege of working with Molly and this organization for some 10, 12, 15 years, somewhere along the line. Former parent of a child that would ride here, and one day I saw the transformation that David made while he was riding, and it really impressed me, and knocked on my heart a little bit. So what we're looking for tonight is we're looking to knock on your heart a little bit. This organization does thrive on donations and charitable contributions from other organizations and different people. We'll get into that a little bit later in the broadcast, but a little bit about me. We're doing this event. I think this is the 8th year I was the MC along with Molly, but we missed a year. My best friend got married, so I missed 1 year. So yeah, sorry about that. Thanks, Mike, for that confusion. So this event every year is really exciting for us to do. We would much rather be with you in this arena. We'd much rather have a live band. We'd much rather have a catering company. We'd much rather have music and everybody else getting to spend time together. But due to the current situation, we want to make sure that we're safe and secure and we do the things the right way for the organization. So having said that, tonight you're going to have a couple opportunities to provide some funds to us. The first thing you can do is, if you choose, you can dial a phone number, which is 954-974-2007. I know David is probably going to put it across the bottom here in a little bit. I think Christina actually is back there, so she's probably going to put it across the bottom. The second thing you're going to see is you're going to see some QR codes. We're trying to get all technologically savvy. Right. We're getting there a little bit, but you can actually donate through that. And you can also donate through our website, which is equine-assf.org. So as we continue for the next hour or so, we really hope that you enjoy this. There's a lot of time and energy that goes into this production. And it's not just Molly and I. There's a ton of people behind the scenes you can't see. There's people waiting on the phones to answer it. There's a ton of different stuff that goes into leading up to tonight. So we want to say thank you for joining us, and we're really excited. So please, you can go online right now and you can bid on some of the auction items. David's had them up. 70 items this year. 70 different items. So look, we're going to get into it in a little bit more, but tonight I got to tell you, we're looking to achieve donations of $75,000 total. Currently, we're at $38,894.97, 99 cents, sure. Something like that. Thanks, Mom, for that donation. But listen, we do need your help. We will continue throughout the night, but there's some awesome stuff here. I mean, there's Florida Panthers, the year they won the Cup. 1996. And then we have some liquor baskets, because if you know us, you can't go wrong with liquor, wine, or beer. We like to party. Yes, absolutely. Whoop, whoop. Molly was raising the roof earlier. You guys should have seen that. But we're also going to talk about some artwork that we have. There's just a ton of different things. We're excited that you're joining us tonight. So having said that, I'm going to pass it back to Mo. Great. Thank you so much, Keith. So without further ado, I want to introduce our current board chair, Miss Kristen Swinehart, who is out on the deck to share a little bit about her. Kristen, take it away.
Good evening. I'm Kristen Swinehart, the board chair for Equine-Assisted Therapies, the organization we're all here to support this evening. I did have a friend Cherokee there, but just kidding. He's hanging out. 3 years ago, I was a volunteer as a sidewalker and attended the Horseshoe Hoedown in person. That evening, I made the decision that one day I wanted to be able to be the board chair to support such an amazing organization. And here we are 3 years later. Tonight, the Horseshoe Hoedown presents Give from the Heart. And I don't know about you, but this organization has absolutely touched my heart in many ways. From watching the participants and their families to the multiple and numerous volunteers we have that come out and support each week. So tonight, we ask that you give from your heart in order to help us continue on. We've been here for 40 years and certainly plan for another 40 and beyond. So we thank you for tuning in tonight, and we can't wait to see you again one day in person at these events. Tonight, Molly and Keith are going to be your hosts for this amazing event. We hope you'll stay tuned throughout the event to see the incredible videos from our participants, their families, and our volunteers. We thank you again for joining us, and here's to another 40 years and beyond.
Thanks, Kristen. I really have to give my deepest gratitude to Keith, Kristen, our entire board of directors, our staff, from the instructors to our full-time team, our part-time team. This mission and our work is not possible without you all and the work that is done behind the scenes, the work that is done in the office. Thank you, because without your support, this really isn't possible. And we can't make it happen. So to all of you out there, we are a lean and mean team, and we can't wait for you to see more of what we have to offer through Equine-Assisted Therapies of South Florida. And to start our program, I want to introduce you to one of our teenage volunteers, Victoria P., to explain about her experience. Victoria?
Hi, my name is Victoria, and I'm 16 years old. I've been volunteering here since May of 2021. This place is really touched a lot of people, and it has also touched me. I started here by recommendation as a friend, and I just started as someone scooping up poop, and now I'm a leader, and I get to experience the smiles of the riders. And even if you're out in the field, you can still see how them being able to do these major accomplishments and the smiles of the families, it's really heartwarming for everyone. And as a rider, I think it's an amazing thing for people to be able to do.
So Victoria represents just one volunteer. There are a ton of other people that work behind the scenes, not only to take care of the horses, the grounds, the property, and just make this place fluid. So I do encourage you. Taylor handles all of our volunteer program. So please feel free. You can reach her Monday through Friday at the same phone number, 954-974-2007. And she would be very interested in supporting that and telling you what we could use on a regular basis from a volunteer status. So you may say, why horses? Okay. And I get that. I was not really, I grew up rurally outside of Philadelphia, but I was never really around horses. I think my one sister rode horses for a short period of time. When I came here and I saw what the horses do and what the movement of the horse's body does, I was floored. I would have never known some of the things that Molly's going to get into about motion and everything else. So I will tell you that horses are some of the most gentle animals you can ever be around. And one of the most amazing things to me about the horses is that they pick up on the emotion and the feeling from the rider. They get that. So when you have a horse that's paired with one of our riders and they come back week after week, the horse knows who's on next for the lesson. So Molly, I'll pass it over to you. You can explain some of the technical stuff that I can't speak about.
That's great, Keith. Thank you. That was a really good segue. So the horse moves in a three-dimensional motion. And for someone that has tight muscles like myself, I have a disability called spastic cerebral palsy. The horse moves in a way a typical person walks. So the horse movement naturally stretches tight muscles, builds core, strengthens muscles that aren't typically used by myself. And a really good way to see it is through our next participant and her mom. I've had the pleasure of knowing Cassidy for many years, and I am thrilled to introduce you today so you can see a little bit more about how her relationship with her horse influences her. Cassidy and Silvana, take it away.
Hi, my name is Silvana Jordanella, and my daughter Cassidy has been riding in the program since she was 5 years old, so that makes it over 20 years of riding. We've seen Equine-Assisted Therapies grow into this amazing organization. It started with just the Red Barn, and now it's grown into a huge program that benefits so many people. And it's just been such a blessing to be able to be part of the Equine-Assisted Therapy family. My daughter has benefited from this program tremendously. I've seen such growth. She started with equestrian therapy, and it has turned into, instead of therapeutic riding, it has turned into competitive riding for her. And that has been such a joy in her life. She loves coming to the barn. It's definitely a peaceful, happy place for all. And as far as being a parent goes and meeting other parents, it has been a wonderful social environment for people to get to know each other that have similar types of situations with their children. So I just think it's a great program. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cassidy Jordanella. I've been riding at Equine-Assisted Therapy over 20 years, and I've been riding many horses, and now I ride Fire, and he helps me balance, strength, and breathing. And the barn is my happy place.
So listen, if that doesn't tug at your heartstring, I don't know what will. Cassidy is that young lady who just did that video. That is the exact same way she is every time when she comes here. She's happy. She's a pleasure to be around. And so her mother and father have also made donations through the years. So thank you for them. Also, Yoga Ability Fit is one of the items that are available on the auction. And this is Cassidy's sister and her gym.
Her twin sister.
Her twin sister, as a matter of fact, right? So please feel free to take a look at that as well. I think David got really nervous when I went over to the table and grabbed something. But I know he was like, "What is he doing?" No, it's just a leaflet. It's okay. So look, we talked about it again. Oh, and one other thing I want to say: Cassidy works for Home Depot. Good job, Cass. Oh yeah. If you don't know, I work for Home Depot too. So, anyways, we talked about it before. The goal tonight, $75,000. 3 different ways that you can donate to us, either through the phone, 954-974-2007. I can't believe.
Nice job.
I know. 954-207-2007.
Nice.
Wow, look at that. Mom, I did it. But you know what? We do need your donations. So please help us. You can donate again through the silent auction items. They're open till 8 o'clock. The phones are open at that number I just read to you, both in English and in Spanish, as well as the QR code that you're going to see us put across the bottom here in a little bit. So please open up your wallets. We need your help. And the other thing I was going to say is that it does not need to be a one-time donation. We can do monthly reoccurring. All the board members do that ourselves. And you can also use our website. Thank you, David. So equineatsf.org as well. So having said that, I appreciate
You appreciate our sponsors. I know you do.
I do.
Because
do.
We would be remiss if we didn't recognize the many sponsors that helped us to reach our $75,000 goal.
Absolutely.
So I want to start with thanking our independent rider sponsors. This year we have the Rick Case Automotive Group and the Vigso Family Foundation.
Also, we have to thank our supported rider sponsors, which is Calvin Giordano and Associates, as well as Publix Supermarket Charities.
And a big yeehaw thank you to our group lesson sponsors, Wells Fargo Private Bank and Florida Power and Light. And thank you to our horse handler sponsors, the law offices of Jason Gordon. And lastly, our sidewalker sponsors, BFF Here, GAPS Legal, Keith McCullough CPAs, McKinley Insurance Services, and PIP printing. Thank you all so much for your support.
We do deeply appreciate all the sponsors. And just to let you know, every time Molly makes a cheesy remark, I was going to have a slice of cheese over here, but in the pre-work, I already ate all the cheese. So there's no more here.
I'm thankful that
Yeah.
the cheese.
Yeah, it's gone, right?
That's
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, we talk about it all the time, but we really do want to say thank you for your continued donations. Ann and Peter Vegso, amazing individuals. They have always supported this organization. Ann is a former chair for the organization. And also you're going to see Mr. Chris Duval. And the reason I roll into Chris is because he's going to join us live from Colorado. And I'm going to pass it over to him. He was a former board chair. So Chris, take it away.
I was asked to explain why I give. There's several reasons, really. One is it's the right thing to do. It feels good. It encourages others to do the same. And I think it's taught my kids the importance of generosity. But for me, what it really comes down to is the ability to make a difference in someone's life. And that's why I continue to give to Equine-Assisted Therapies. I've seen firsthand the impact that that program makes on our riders' lives. And that's why I continue to be a part of and support EATSF, even though I'm 2,000 miles away. Tonight, we all can make a difference at Equine. Know that the vast majority of the dollars you give go right into the program. So I hope you'll join me tonight in helping Molly and her team reach their goal. Please be generous.
Thank you so much, Chris. And what a beautiful background. That was such a great segment and a great way to explain how people can get involved in our organization. So tonight, you can help us reach that $75,000 goal by calling the number that Keith has told us, 954-974-2007. Or you can visit our website, www.equine, that's EQUINE-ATSF.org to make a donation. And now I'd like to introduce you to one of our volunteers who actually came to us with horse experience through other therapeutic riding centers, and how lucky we are to have him. Fred Williams just joined us this year, and I welcome his story. Take it away, Fred.
Hi, I'm Fred Williams. I'm actually a fairly new volunteer here. I've been out here about 2 months, but I've been involved in equine therapy programs for about 15 years in other places where I've lived. And before I moved back to Pompano Beach after retiring, I found this program online and came out and met the volunteer coordinator and saw the program and got involved as quickly as I could. And it's a great program. The things that I love about it are working with the horses. I love horses. There's a great group of volunteers here of all ages. And especially love working with the riders and seeing how they progress throughout the time at the therapy program, and how they can improve either their mobility or their whatever they're dealing with. Just seeing the improvements that they see through the program, and just very happy to be here and look forward to continuing to volunteer.
Thanks, Fred. And again, Fred is one of many hands that help us execute our mission, and our weekly lessons, whether that's through therapeutic horseback riding, unmounted horsemanship, sometimes even our equine-assisted psychotherapy programs would not be possible without the help of many hands. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to a participant that has been with us for over 10 years with his mom, Luz. So take it away, Luz and Jaime.
My name is Luz Mary Montes, and my son is Jaime Andres Pinzon Montes. We are coming to the Equine-Assisted Therapy since Jamie was pretty young, since 2005. As an immigrant, we came here, and Equine-Assisted Therapy opened the doors for us. Since Jamie is in the program, he has been improving a lot of skills. For instance, his confidence, posture, endurance, and following instructions. He feels so good coming every Saturday to receive the lessons. He's feeling that he can accomplish any goal that he wants to. He's feeling so comfortable coming and riding the horses. At home, we can see his improvement because how his personality, he's very confident, and he always asks when is the next time to go to the horses. I can invite you everyone to know the program and come and bring your sons or daughters because it's a great place to be. All the teachings, they are like open hearts. And always I can see there is a magic in the horses.
Hi, your the horse. The horse. Gray. His is gray. My so die with how you we would with horse I can horse.
Well, for those of you who know Jaime, hearing him speak like that is actually quite amazing. And for those of you who are just now meeting Jaime, Luz, his mom, said soon after that was recorded that that was the longest he's ever spoken in a long time. So we are sharing some goosebumps from the barn to your home. Fantastic job, Jaime. We're so proud of you. And as Jaime's mother explained, we want everybody to get involved. And now I would like to introduce you to one of our amazing board members, Mr. Stephen Good, from his home, coming to us live.
Thanks, Molly. Again, my name is Stephen Good, and I'm the organization's second vice chair. I love this organization because it gives our family a chance to help others. And obviously my daughters love it because, well, it involves horses. Recently, one of my daughters, Courtney, and I came to volunteer, and she was able to meet and help our next participant, Ari. It completely changed her perspective on what our horses do for the participants, and I want to invite you to be inspired by Ari as well.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Manovich, and this is, what's your name? Ari what? Manovich. How old are you? 17? We've been coming here since 5. 12 years of amazing time. Right, bud? Who do you ride these days? Jose, right. And who are we going to start riding after the break? Fire, right. We have not ridden Fire yet. We used to ride, who was your favorite back in the day? Star, right. We have thoroughly enjoyed this program. Ari looks forward to it every Saturday. We used to be part of the hippotherapy with Carrie, right? And Helen, remember Helen? Yeah. And we'd come after school, but as our lives have changed and he's getting older, we had to make arrangements to come on weekends because of our schedule. And now we work with Missy and with Andrew. Andrew's been with us for quite a few years, and Taylor, right? When Ari was born prematurely at 28 weeks. He was actually a big boy at 3 pounds. He was diagnosed shortly thereafter with cerebral palsy. And then at 11 months, he had some seizures, so he has epilepsy. And he's also visually impaired. Ari was getting to the point of being able to walk. And then in 2015, we needed to have bilateral hip osteotomy. So we had to take some time off. But when we came back, it was slow. It was the best thing that could have happened to be here, because it helped him to open up his hips, get back into the motion of moving. It was a very awful surgery, but I really think that being on the horse made his life that much better, and got him back to rehabbing and physically fit and doing this again, and really just it really enjoys the people here. Do you have anything you want to add? No? He really loves talking to the people and enjoys the horses especially. And his latest friendship is now with Geronimo, right? Yeah. But we're looking forward to Ride Inspire next time, right?
But guess what? That's every rider. Everybody does it for different purposes and different reasons, but this organization is able to provide the services that provide for those types of therapies. So Ari's not alone. There's a lot of the riders here that need the support. And I just don't really hear the phones ringing. So I'm going to tell you, we do need your continued support. There's a couple other items that I want to talk about real quick. So one of the auction items that is up is Therapy 4 is Catch the Big One. This is donated year after year after year by Captain Stan. Stan is, thank you, Christina, for putting that up. Stan is the uncle of one of our previous board members, Stephanie, and she is on the
Advisory board.
The advisory board for us still. So Stan, I can't thank you enough. Every time that we see that and I come here, I get excited. And listen, Pete, my buddy owns a charter boat just like this, and I can tell you how truly expensive it is. I mean, just from fuel cost alone, you're looking at several $100s. And Stan has done this for years. I'm going to say probably at least 8-9 years now. So take a look at that from a donation perspective. Take out your team members, do it with the family,
It's a fun time.
Yeah. If you would love to be out there. He knows where the fish are at. He doesn't just use a fish finder. He knows where they're at. Actually, he talks to the fish. He's actually friends with Nemo. You'd be excited. I know, and a little with a bad fin. All right. So listen, we are still in need of your help, and there's still a bunch of different things over here that you can bid on. One of the coolest things that you can bid on are our very own Monets. So
Monets.
I need a slice of cheese. So for those of you that like art and culture, you can go to Paris and you can go to see the Monet. It's not in the Louvre, it's in the other one, Musée d'Orsay. However, we have Monets key. That means here, okay? So these Monets are crazy. So somebody came up with the idea that let's get a horse to paint, okay?
Crazy.
Listen, you see the QR code down there in the corner? I can't even explain it to you. Molly went ghetto. I'm like, yeah. Anyways, the Monets are up on the screen here. If you want, Christina, if you throw those up, that'd be great. So these are actually painted by the horses. So you will see they dunk their nose and then they go around with their nose and they paint these little things. So these are the coolest things, especially for parents of riders. You may find one that your child just can't live without because that's the horse they ride that made that. These are one of a kind, and they're not available in Paris. So only available in Coconut Creek.
That's right, at Equine-Assisted Therapies.
Equine-Assisted Therapy. So let's take a look at a little bit of the video behind the scenes on how the Monets are made.
Hi everyone, my name's Christina and I'm a board member of Equine-Assisted Therapies of South Florida. I'm also an active volunteer in our lessons and a member of the schooling team, meaning I have the privilege of working with these horses on a weekly basis to help train and condition them. I'm really excited about the Monets that we have available this year, and I'm sure you're going to be too. I can tell you from working with these horses that each piece is very special, just like this herd. This year, our featured horses include Max, our beautiful Belgian draft, who's the largest and eldest member of our herd, Mo, our literal Monet, who just came to us recently, Jose, our spunky pony, Ginny, our beautiful Clydesdale Percheron mix, and this beauty right here, our actual beauty, who's responsible for creating the lovely piece next to me. And if you look closely enough at it, you may see that she actually did a self-portrait. Each of these pieces is truly unique, and they would make a beautiful addition to your collection. They may not be big enough to be the centerpiece, but they're certainly a talking point like no other. How many of your friends have a piece of artwork by an actual horse? If you'd like to place a bid, please hover over our QR code and visit our silent auction page. It's open until 8 p.m., so you can keep placing bids to get the Monet of your choice. We have plenty of other items as well, including Caribbean vacations, staycations, memorabilia from the Eastern Conference Championship 1996 Panthers team, and a slew of wine, beer, and alcohol for your upcoming holiday parties. So again, definitely visit our silent auction page tonight. If you'd prefer to donate directly to our mission, please give us a call at 954-974-2007. As a volunteer, I can assure you your donations are going towards a truly meaningful cause. And now, I'm thrilled to introduce you to Jacqueline J., a Florida Atlantic University medical student who's learning firsthand how these horses are changing lives on a daily basis.
Hello, my name is Hermania Jackie Ginwell. I'm an alumni from FAU, and I've been volunteering here since last year, but because of COVID 2020, I couldn't come. But this year, I made it, and it's the best experience ever because I'm studying for med school, and whenever every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's like a break for me from school. It's also because I can learn from the horses, grooming them. It's peaceful. It's something that I really cheer for every day. And sidewalking with the participant, it's wonderful. I learn a lot from them. And to remember the name, I remember what they say, what they do during the lessons, so I can remember them, and it's always a good experience. I always learn from them. So every day is something new, And when they remember me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing such a great job. And also, while I train here as a volunteer, when I saw the horses, I've never been around horses ever in my life. When I saw them, I'm like, oh, it's something new, something I need to try. And then when I learned about what you can get from volunteering, it's like, it's a blessing. For me, it's a blessing. And then when I met Taylor, she explained me everything. And then when I come around, started to clean the barn, hang with the horses. Then I started to groom them, to tag them, and then sooner enough, I'll be a leader. And it's gonna be a new start, which I hope for and I can't wait for.
Thank you so much, Jackie. And as she so lovingly put it, you don't need horse experience to start volunteering with us.
Correct.
We train you to do everything. And I do want to mention there are so many ways that you can volunteer, not only in our lesson program, but also on our board of directors, because Keith right next to me is a volunteer and has volunteered for many years as a board member. You can also volunteer on a planning committee. We've got many different committees that someone can sink their teeth into depending on what they like, or maybe what they do as their profession. They want to give in support in that way. So in terms of volunteering, you can do anything at Equine-Assisted Therapists. Yes,
Sky's the limit.
Certainly.
So, look, we are running a little bit behind. We're running a little bit ahead of the program currently, but we're running a little bit behind on the donations. So I hate to be that little nagging guy that's on your shoulder. Like normally there's the devil and then there's the good guy. All right. So like I'm actually going to start opening up the alcohol and just start drinking it. So if you guys do not start bidding on these things and jacking up the prices, we need your help. It's okay, David, I'll use a straw. So having said that, please, the QR code's at the bottom, 954-974-2007, as well as EATS Equine.
Yes.
Sorry.
Equine-ATSF.org.
All right. So listen, we're having a little bit of fun, but that's part of what this is about as well. So Molly, I will pass it back over to you.
Thank you, Keith. And you know what? You're right. Every donation makes a difference. About 80 cents of every dollar donated goes into mission critical services. And you might be asking, well, I don't understand. What does that mean? That's anything from feeding our horses to providing scholarships to our participants to making sure that we have the right adaptive equipment for them, anything that really helps us execute every single day. And we run lessons Wednesday through Saturday, with Mondays and Tuesdays really dedicated to seeing the horses by the vet or the dentist, believe it or not, the farrier that puts shoes on and trims hooves every 5 weeks. So there's a lot of care that goes behind these amazing creatures that help us execute our mission as well. And this program means a great deal to me because I, as I said, started here as a participant, and I was a participant for over 12 years. Mm-hmm. And it not only was something that I did for fun because I loved horses as a little girl and always wanted to ride, and all of a sudden I got to come here and it was amazing. I also was a volunteer, and I am privileged to be a staff member of this organization and lead a team that is really critical to what we do, but also full of such heart and soul and really helps us execute every day.
Molly's being coy. So Molly is the executive director, and the reason she's the executive director is because she's got passion and she has drive. She has those because this is ingrained into her. It's kind of the same thing when you learn it or when I saw it coming here as a parent. There's just something that happens. I can't really explain it to you. If I could, I would just put it in the terms that would make everybody understand it. But the organization does so many wonderful things for so many different people. I mean, Steven's going to come back here in a second. Molly's going to pass it off to him. But I mean, think about the fact that Steven's spending time with his daughters. And they come out here, and just the father-daughter bonding time, the ability to do that, but also help out the organization. So there's lots of different avenues that you can take to support us, be it through financial, non-financial, but there is a ton of different things that you can do. Additionally, one thing that we seem to forget every year is our facility. So we do have a large facility on one site. I think this room is probably 600 square feet?
It's large.
Yeah.
Everyone asks me how big things are, and
She just rolls with it. No, this room that we're filming this in tonight is available for rent. It's available for corporate events. It's available for weddings. We did a wedding here the other week. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Shout out to Jacob and Maria, who were actually volunteers that met here, started volunteering and chose to get married where they first met. So that was really special for all of us.
Why is that not in the script? Like, that's a good story.
It is a great story.
All right.
It is a wonderful story, and they are amazing people, and we are so thrilled that they chose our location to start their life together, really.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
Actually,
very cool.
it is. I'll pass it back over to Molly.
All right. So with that, I want to pass it actually back to Stephen Good, who is going to bring it home for all of us from his home. Stephen?
You didn't tell me that.
Thanks, Molly. And yeah, listen, if you want to know how amazing Molly is as an executive director, she got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old excited to go scoop horse poop out in the pens. So that speaks volumes of the leadership qualities that she has. But let's get to Connie, who is one of our longtime volunteers, so she can share her story.
My name is Connie Toms Mazer, and I've been with Equine since 2016. I love Equine. I love what they do. I love their mission. I've seen so many changes in both the volunteers and in the clients that we have. We go from little children to adults with special needs, and it's marvelous to see the children and the adults become one with the horses. When you take somebody who has probably never ridden in their lives and you put them on our special horses, it's amazing to see the change in them. Sometimes a child may not walk correctly, and when they get on, their whole body seems to move in conjunction with the horse. And it's just a thrilling experience to see that. Equine is a very, very special place. I love the volunteers. I love the clients. I love the horses. You couldn't ask for anything better. These horses are just magnificent creatures. And when they interact with the clients, it's unbelievable. To be able to see a child or an adult become one with a horse is just magic. It's really magic. And I hope to be at Equine for quite a long while.
Connie, I think, summed it up very well for the evening, along with all the volunteer and participant features we had tonight. It's always been about creating a space where people can feel empowered. And through the power of the horse, we've all been brought together here. So just to put a little bit into perspective, a bale of hay, which essentially feeds our herd members lunch, costs about $14. A herd member can be supported through a sponsorship, which helps take care of all of their needs, their feed, their care, everything, for $7,500. Give us a call now. Choose the horse that you want to sponsor. My family and I, like I said, we volunteer on the weekends when we can. And I can say from experience, these horses, they're a lot of work. When you think about it, these horses, a bale of hay, it's $14. Well, the herd's going to go through 4 bales each day. So given $60 is a way to be able to feed the horses for that day. It's a big deal. Molly and Keith have told you the phone number a couple times, just in case you need it one more time to give us a call, 954-974-2007. And on that note, send it back to Molly and Keith one last time to share a little bit about our next family.
So Keith mentioned before Stephen got on that, we both have personal stories that are attached to the mission, and sometimes it's hard to describe. So I want to personally invite anybody that's interested to come out to campus. You can definitely do that. We are still wearing masks, but just give me a call at 954-974-2007 so you can see a little bit about what we're talking about. Because you can see videos and you can listen to Keith and I all day long, but it is hard to imagine and it's hard to see that relationship unless you're here. So if you live in South Florida and you're close to Coconut Creek and want to stop in, I'd love to see you. Keith, what do you think?
I just, being here for me can be very refreshing. Deal with a lot of stress at work, and then I come here and I'll sit on the porch. It can be 5 o'clock. It can be 8 o'clock at night. It can be 8 o'clock in the morning. There's just something about a calming nature that you really get when you're here. And it just pulling on the heartstrings to see the riders, both children up through adults in age. We actually have riders that have been here for 30 years.
30 years.
30 years riding. And we would tell the story that, you know, initially when this organization started, it was basically there was a tree over here, and then the horses used to walk around the tree. And then we grew into the arena with the support of Peter and Ann Vegso.
And many others.
And many others, true. I'm sorry. But then we also grew where we had the offices over in the barn. And, you know, that was a fire hazard, obviously, as we know. But we actually grew again to have these offices built. So we have a really nice organizations conference center and room and everything else. So we can't do that without your help. We can't drive these processes. We can't. Molly loves to print paper, right? She likes to kill trees like every day. So like I come in here and I can hear the printer going, and I'm like, somebody paid for that paper. So thank you, whoever paid for that paper. But we need your donations, please. This is a great organization. I can't tell you enough. I can grab the camera and turn it around until I get all embarrassed, but I can go through every one of these little things here. And there's some really awesome stuff. I mean, seriously, the fishing tournament. I look at the wine over there. All these different bottles of wine. There's the Honda Classic. David did such a good job of putting this all together. We talked about the Monets, right? I see Jack Daniels over there. I see Maker's Mark. I see something else. I mean, come on. There's a whole kennel for a dog, for God's sakes, over there.
We are surrounded by goodies.
We are surrounded by goodies.
We're also surrounded by horses and amazing facilities that need your support. And by donating to this organization, you are donating to a place that truly delivers. And without further ado, I want to introduce Carolyn and her son Barrett to share a little bit about their experience with EATSF, our acronym, as we like to call it. Take it away, Barrett and Carolyn.
I'm Carolyn Dorn. This is my son, Barrett. 10 years ago, Barrett was in a very serious car accident which left him with a severe brain injury. In the 10 years, we've done a lot of therapies. And I have to say, riding therapy here at EATS has been phenomenal. Barrett has gained balance, agility, improved his cognitive expressions. He follows directions. And on an emotional level, social level, he loves this. Everyone's warm, kind, good conversations for him. So this is the favorite therapy of all the therapies. When Barrett first had his accident, he wasn't able to walk or talk. He had vision problems. And where we are now, 10 years later, we really owe to Equine-Assisted Therapy of South Florida.
Hi, my name is Barrett Dorn. I am a participant here at EATS. It has been wonderful. I mean, it was allowing me to not be a solo in this play, but part of the group, part of the chorus, if you will. But I'm able to act out louder and as if I were the lead of the role. You know, I was the lead of the play, if you will. So much rather, I would understand that there's no I in team, there's a we, though. Therefore, it's not just about me, it's about us. It's about all of us. Myself or the sidewalker, pretty much everyone. And as long as we all come together, I'm able to continue with my therapy as they are as well. That's about it. Thank you very much.
How am I supposed to follow that? So Barrett obviously did a great job. He's very ingrained in our organization. He's a pleasure to be around as well. So listen, we are honored to have all the different people that you saw the little video clips from participate in our program. So for me, outgoing board chair, it was an absolute honor to be able to receive the board from Ann Vegso, and it really is an honor to pass it on to Kristen. I know she'll do a great job. And Molly wrote this little thing on here. I'm supposed to read it where I want to pass the reins, no pun intended, over to Kristen. Molly?
And I share with Keith every year that he doesn't have to read my script verbatim. He can definitely ad-lib. And as we all know, Keith is so good at ad-libbing and sharing a little bit of himself in the script. So I want to leave you all with our final feature, our participant, Trent.
Hello, this is Trent Howard from the Equine-Assisted Therapies Riding Center in South Florida. I've been riding for 8 years and I'm 25 years old. The volunteers have done a great job doing their work and the staff has been amazing. I would personally say riding here is like a really fun experience for all riders who have disabilities just like me. And personally, I think if you would like to ride here, please call Equine-Assisted Therapies. There are a great program for people who need to learn how to ride like I do. Thank you and have a good day.
Thanks, Trent. And as he so eloquently put it, our organization is here for anybody that needs it, and also anybody that wants to fill their heart space with volunteer time or a generous donation. And I would be remiss if I didn't turn to my left and thank this gentleman for all of his service to our organization. And as he terms off of or isn't no longer our board chair, I will miss you a great deal, Keith. You have helped not only myself, but also the organization through, some tough times, COVID included. So I really have appreciated having you by my side as my wingman and MC and all of the things. So this organization is better because of your work, and I thank you.
You are very kind. I love Trent. I love watching videos of him. I love seeing him on days when I'm here and he's here. Also, shout out to his mom and dad. They've been great participants with us. His mom did one of the Hoedowns before as like a member assisting us, and then Jeff was so kind to buy his wife a diamond here a couple of years ago at the Hoedown, as a matter of fact, right? So another fun time when we were all a little bit closer together. So let me wrap up with just a couple of things. I can't explain to you what this place means to me. And nor probably do you really want to hear that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to come across and explain to you what the organization as a whole does for so many other people. When you have board meetings and you have staff meetings, when you have the executive board and you've got this one, and we did a run through on this on Monday night, and then we were going to do a run through last night, and then we, came early today to make sure that everything was working the right way. I love it. I'll do it again and again and again, because I know that the benefit of this organization changes people's lives. There's nothing that you can say different than that. People that come here leave different. Okay. They may come here just to drop somebody off. They see a horse, they get out, they pet the horse, they leave different. Okay. Those are the things that make memories that are nothing you can write down in a book, nothing you can make a poem about, none of that stuff. We've done everything that we possibly can through the years to get this organization out there a little bit more, and get a little bit of, we don't go through the local media. Hey, look at us, look at us. No, most of the things for this organization are done by word of mouth and by the results that are driven through the volunteers, the small staff that we have here. I can't even tell you. I mean, total staff for the entire organization. Molly, we have as the executive director. David is the director of development. Taylor is volunteer coordinator. And then do we have Missy? She handles all the stuff in the barn with the horses. That's really, there's
our barn team, our fabulous instructors. As I said in the beginning, we are small and mighty, and your donations mean the world to all of us. So before we wrap up, Keith, what's that number?
954-974-2007.
954-974-2007. You can also donate on our website, www.equine, that's EQUINEATSF.org. And we thank you all for joining us this evening. We hope that you enjoyed our show and the interviews from our amazing volunteer team, our participants, and their families.
And also thank you to our board of directors, who are a great group of people and support this organization, as well as Molly had said, some of the other, what's the other stuff? Committees as well. So thank you so much. And thank you for the volunteers and the staff. So we hope that you have a wonderful holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. And we will hopefully hear from you, see you sometime in the near future.
Thank you and have a great night.
Good night.